How to make any woman deeply respect you. High-value men. Stoic life lessons. Respect is earned, not given. This powerful adage holds the key to understanding the dynamics of respect in relationships. In today's video on Win Stoic, we'll explore the Stoic life lessons that teach us how to make any woman deeply respect you. It's not about superficial qualities like looks or wealth. It's about how you carry yourself and embody high value. By embracing these principles, you'll transform not just your dating life, but your entire approach to relationships. Are you ready to uncover the hidden psychology that commands respect? Let's dive in and elevate together. 1. The respect paradox. Here's a profound insight. The more you chase a woman's respect, the harder it becomes to earn it. This phenomenon, known as the respect paradox, is deeply embedded in our psychology. When a man is constantly seeking validation, he inadvertently broadcasts insecurity, which is the very antithesis of respect. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. High-value men understand this principle. They don't pursue respect. They embody it through their actions and character. To truly command respect, high-value men cultivate a mindset of self-worth and integrity. They set and maintain clear boundaries, and they are prepared to walk away if those boundaries are disrespected. This approach is not about adopting a brusque demeanor, but about valuing oneself to the extent that others are naturally compelled to reciprocate that respect. By respecting themselves and their values, they create an environment where respect flows freely and organically. Consider how this principle applies in modern relationships and interactions. In our fast-paced world, the quest for approval can often lead to an exhausting cycle of validation seeking. Instead, focus on grounding yourself in your values and principles. When you stand firm in who you are, you naturally attract respect from others. This self-assured approach not only fosters mutual respect, but also sets a standard for how you expect to be treated. Action. Step. During your interactions, be mindful of moments when you might be seeking approval. Shift your focus to expressing your authentic self with confidence and integrity. Observe how this shift influences the dynamics of your interactions. Embrace the Stoic wisdom of self-respect, and you'll find that genuine respect from others will follow. By following these Stoic life lessons and understanding the respect paradox, you position yourself as a high-value man whose presence inspires admiration and respect without the need for constant validation. If you are ready to become a high-value man now, comment below "high-value men" to express your determination and continue exploring the mystery behind us. 2. The attention economy. In today's attention-driven world, standing out is crucial, especially when it comes to gaining respect and admiration. Women, like everyone else, are bombarded with countless messages and notifications daily. The trick to capturing and holding their respect lies in mastering the art of scarcity. High-value men understand this concept deeply. They don't overwhelm women with constant texts or endless social media interactions. Instead, they are strategic and selective with their attention, making it all the more valuable when they choose to offer it. This approach taps into a psychological principle known as the reactance effect. Essentially, when something is perceived as less available, it becomes more desirable. Think about it. Why do limited edition products fly off the shelves? It's because people value what they have to work for. By limiting your engagement and making your attention a rare commodity, you encourage a deeper appreciation from those around you. Let me share a modern example. Imagine you're at a networking event. You notice a successful entrepreneur who doesn't dominate the conversation, but instead engages selectively. When he does speak, his words carry weight and influence. People naturally gravitate towards him, not because he's constantly in their faces, but because his presence is valuable and impactful. He's mastered the art of strategic attention, and it makes him stand out. To put this into practice, consider using what I call the 2 to 3 rule. For every 2 messages a woman sends you, respond with 3. This subtle imbalance creates just enough scarcity to maintain her interest and intrigue without seeming aloof. It's not about playing games, but about recognizing that our attention is a powerful tool and using it wisely. Reflect on this. What does your approach to communication say about you? How can you apply these principles of Stoicism, like understanding what is truly within your control and valuing your own time, to enhance your interactions and relationships? Stoic happiness often comes from maintaining a balanced perspective and not being overly consumed by external validation. By applying Stoic principles to your communication, you not only stand out, but also foster deeper, more genuine respect and admiration. 3. The competence trap. Let's face it, simply being nice or successful won't make you stand out. These traits are just the basics, the starting point. What truly demands respect is competence, the ability to navigate life's challenges with skill and confidence. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This means that rather than focusing on superficial achievements, you should develop real competencies that reflect strength and resilience. Many men fall into the competence trap by excelling in areas that don't resonate with what women truly value. For instance, mastering video games may impress your friends, but it's unlikely to enhance your attractiveness or earn you deep respect. Instead, focus on honing skills that highlight your leadership and problem-solving abilities. Imagine being the person who knows how to change a tire on the side of the road, or who can negotiate effectively in challenging situations. This kind of competence demonstrates that you're capable and reliable, traits that are deeply respected. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "It is not that we are given a short life, but we make it short." In other words, the quality of our life is determined by how we use our time and skills. Consider the example of Keanu Reeves. He's not just known for his acting, he's also skilled in martial arts, motorcycle riding and sharpshooting. This broad range of abilities contributes to his mystique and the respect he commands. His competence extends beyond the screen, making him a standout figure both in Hollywood and beyond. Now, I challenge you to take action. Choose one practical skill you've always wanted to learn or improve. Commit to mastering this skill over the next 30 days. This isn't just about gaining a new ability. It's about building confidence and showcasing your competence. As you develop this skill, reflect on how it enhances your life and the respect you earn from others. How can mastering this skill change your approach to challenges? What impact might it have on your interactions with others? Remember, the Stoic mindset values practical wisdom and self-improvement. By focusing on real, valuable skills rather than superficial accomplishments, you align with these principles and become someone who naturally commands respect. Engage in this challenge with the understanding that your growth and competence are what truly set you apart. As you apply yourself and see the results, you'll embody the essence of a high-value man, someone who is both respected and admired. Before we reveal the fourth key, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and become part of our community of great minds. Don't forget to like this video so you don't miss any of our invaluable advice. 4. The emotional anchor effect. In a world where emotions often run wild, becoming calm in the storm can be your most powerful asset. This is what we call the emotional anchor effect, a trait that naturally draws respect. Many men falter by mirroring a woman's emotional state. If she's upset, they become upset. If she's anxious, they get anxious. This reactive pattern only intensifies emotional chaos and instability. High-value men, however, distinguish themselves by maintaining a steady presence amid the turbulence. This isn't about being detached or indifferent. It's about being a reliable pillar of stability. The psychological underpinning of this effect is rooted in emotional contagion. Humans are inherently inclined to reflect the emotions of those around them. When you maintain your composure, you not only safeguard your own emotional well-being, but also help regulate the emotional climate for those around you. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This Stoic principle underscores the essence of being an emotional anchor. To cultivate this ability, start with mindfulness. By observing your emotions without letting them control you, you can remain grounded, even when others are swept up in their feelings. When your partner or someone you care about is distressed, listen with empathy, but refrain from becoming entangled in the emotional drama. Offer support and solutions only when requested, showing that you are a source of stability rather than a participant in the emotional upheaval. Emotional anchoring is not about suppressing your feelings, but mastering them. By exercising control over your own emotional responses, you foster a sense of reliability and strength that others deeply respect. In practice, this means staying calm during conflicts, avoiding escalation, and providing thoughtful, measured responses rather than reacting impulsively. As you embody this stability, you will find that not only does your own emotional state improve, but you also inspire greater respect and admiration from those around you. In modern life, this approach translates to being the steady presence in your relationships, whether personal or professional. By staying composed and thoughtful, you show that you are not easily swayed by external circumstances, which is a hallmark of high-value men. This resilience not only enhances your own emotional stability, but also contributes to more harmonious and respectful interactions with others. Embracing the emotional anchor effect will transform you into a person of integrity and strength, qualities that naturally command respect and admiration. 5. The passion principle. To truly command deep respect from any woman, you need more than just surface-level charm or material success. Respect is deeply tied to passion and purpose, qualities that resonate profoundly with people. Here's the truth. It's not about flaunting a prestigious job or a hefty bank account. Respect is earned through the genuine fire in your eyes when you talk about what excites you. Whether it's astrophysics or artisanal coffee, the intensity of your enthusiasm matters far more than the subject itself. This passion isn't just an attractive trait, it's scientifically backed. Research shows that when you discuss your passions, it triggers the same brain pathways as physical attraction, literally making you more appealing. Think about a modern example. Consider a successful entrepreneur who's passionate about sustainable living. He might not have the flashiest car, but his dedication to reducing waste and educating others about eco-friendly practices can be incredibly magnetic. His passion turns everyday conversations into compelling stories that captivate and inspire. It's this drive and commitment that make him stand out, not his bank balance. Now, to cultivate this kind of magnetic respect, start by identifying what truly lights you up. What activities or topics make you lose track of time? Once you've pinpointed these passions, invest time and effort into mastering them. Becoming an expert in your field not only boosts your confidence, but also enriches your conversations. Comment, "I agree," if you resonate with this perspective, or "I don't think so," if you have a different opinion. Finally, practice articulating why these interests matter to you. When you share your enthusiasm clearly and passionately, you invite others into your world, creating a connection that goes beyond superficial charm. 6. The vulnerability paradox. Let's delve into a concept that might initially seem counterintuitive, but is pivotal for commanding deep respect and admiration from any woman: the power of authentic vulnerability. At first glance, you might think that showing vulnerability could be a sign of weakness, but in reality, it is one of the most profound displays of true strength and confidence. As renowned philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." This quote perfectly encapsulates the essence of how vulnerability, when embraced and communicated effectively, fosters a powerful and lasting connection. Many men mistakenly believe that displaying emotions or sharing personal fears and struggles will undermine their strength and attractiveness. They build emotional walls, convinced that this facade of stoic detachment will make them appear strong and invincible. However, what this approach often reveals is not strength, but insecurity and a lack of emotional depth. True strength comes from being open and honest about who you are, including your fears, dreams, and struggles, without seeking pity or validation. Think of it this way. Vulnerability is not about pouring out all your insecurities at once, but rather about sharing pieces of your true self in a way that feels natural and appropriate to the evolving relationship. When you open up about your fears and aspirations thoughtfully and gradually, you invite a deeper connection rather than overwhelming the other person with too much too soon. As author Brené Brown wisely points out, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. So, how can you master the art of vulnerability in a way that enhances respect and connection? Start by making small disclosures. Share a minor fear or personal challenge in a conversation. Observe her reaction closely. If she responds with empathy or shares something of her own, it indicates a mutual willingness to engage on a deeper level. This exchange lays the groundwork for more significant disclosures as the trust between you grows. It's crucial to balance vulnerability with strength. You don't want to come across as someone who is constantly struggling or in need of emotional support. Instead, frame your vulnerabilities within the context of how you are overcoming them. For instance, if you share a past challenge, also highlight the steps you've taken or the growth you've experienced as a result. This approach not only makes you relatable, but also showcases your resilience and personal development. Remember, the goal is not to be an open book, but to be authentic. As you navigate this balance, keep in mind that vulnerability, when expressed with sincerity and at the right moments, does not diminish respect. On the contrary, it can deepen it, fostering a richer and more meaningful connection. In summary, embracing a Stoic mindset involves not just displaying strength and resilience, but also acknowledging and sharing your vulnerabilities in a thoughtful and balanced manner. By doing so, you foster trust and respect, creating a powerful emotional connection that can lead to profound and lasting relationships. So, as you navigate your journey, remember that true respect comes from a place of authenticity, courage, and emotional openness. Embrace your vulnerability as a tool for deeper connections, and watch as it transforms the way you relate to others and how they relate to you. 7. The leadership mindset. Here's a powerful truth. Women don't seek a passive partner, they desire a leader. This leadership isn't about dominance or control, but rather about having the ability to take charge when necessary. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. True leadership is about setting a direction, making decisions with confidence, and taking responsibility for outcomes. Many men mistakenly believe that constant deference to their partner's preferences shows consideration. Questions like, "Where do you want to eat?" or "What should we do this weekend?" might seem polite, but they often lead to decision fatigue and frustration. By not offering a clear direction, you risk appearing indecisive and weak. Instead, adopting a leadership mindset means embracing decisiveness and initiative. It's about having a vision and being prepared to act upon it. Consider the real-world application of this principle. When planning a date, Take the lead. Rather than asking for her input on every detail, confidently say, "I have a special evening planned for us this Saturday. Dress comfortably and trust me, it will be an experience to remember." This approach creates intrigue and excitement, demonstrating that you're capable of taking charge and crafting memorable experiences. Leadership isn't synonymous with control. It's about having a clear vision and providing direction. By embodying this mindset, you not only enhance your own sense of purpose, but also earn the respect of those around you. In relationships, being the man with a plan and the confidence to execute it will naturally elevate how others perceive and respect you. This isn't just about impressing someone, it's about being the kind of person who leads by example, showing strength and foresight. So, as you navigate your relationships, remember that true leadership is reflected in your ability to take initiative, make decisions with confidence, and offer a sense of direction. As Seneca said, "It is not that we spend 5 days at work and then take 2 days off. It is that most people do not have a life outside of work." Apply these Stoic life lessons to become a high-value man who commands respect not through dominance, but through the strength of character and clarity of purpose. Before we reveal the 8th key, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and become part of our community of great minds. Don't forget to like this video so you don't miss any of our invaluable advice. 8. The respect ripple effect. The ultimate truth is this: the respect you earn from a woman is a direct reflection of the respect you command from the world around you. Women are deeply perceptive. They gauge your worth not just through your interactions with them, but by observing how you engage with others and how others respond to you. This creates what I like to call a respect ripple effect. When you're respected in your career, among your friends, and within your community, you create an aura of high value that women cannot ignore. Consider the story of Michael, a man who transformed his life by embracing Stoic principles. Michael wasn't born into wealth or privilege, but he understood the value of respect and high standards. He dedicated himself to building a strong social circle, surrounding himself with people who uplifted him and whom he uplifted in return. He volunteered in his community, offering his time and expertise to causes that mattered. Michael also invested in his professional growth, constantly honing his skills and striving for excellence. This commitment to personal and professional development created a magnetic presence that others found inspiring. His respect for himself and his consistent actions made him someone who naturally attracted high-quality relationships, including those with women who recognized and valued his high standards. How can you leverage this principle in your own life? Start by cultivating a strong social circle. Surround yourself with friends who challenge you to be your best and who share your values. Your network is a reflection of your own social competence. Next, become a person of value within your community. Volunteer, mentor others, and make a positive impact. These actions demonstrate your commitment to something larger than yourself and showcase your integrity. Finally, Continuously strive to improve your professional skills. Excellence is magnetic and naturally draws others to you. Remember, respect isn't earned through grand gestures alone. It's built through small, consistent actions of integrity, kindness, and competence. By focusing on becoming a man worthy of respect in all aspects of your life, you'll find that you naturally become irresistible to high-quality women. In this video, we discussed how to earn a woman's deep respect by focusing on self-improvement and becoming the best version of yourself. By implementing these Stoic principles, you can transform not only your interactions with women, but also every aspect of your life, gaining genuine, deep-seated respect. Are you ready to become that high-value man? The choice is yours, and your journey starts now. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more engaging content, make sure to watch the recommended video on the screen. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to Win Stoic for more life-changing insights. Never accept being ignored. Do this instead. High-value men, Stoic life lessons. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Mahatma Gandhi. Have you ever been left on red, ghosted, or flat-out ignored? It stings, doesn't it? But what if I told you that being ignored isn't just a pain, it's an opportunity? An opportunity to reclaim your power, boost your self-worth, and become irresistibly magnetic. Attention is the new currency, and you're about to become filthy rich. In this video, I'll reveal why being ignored is a blessing in disguise and show you exactly how to flip the script. You'll learn how to transform from the person desperately seeking attention to the one everyone's dying to notice. This isn't just another feel-good pep talk. I'm about to hand you the keys to psychological warfare in relationships. By the end of this video, you'll never look at being ignored the same way again. You'll have the tools to not just survive being ignored, but to thrive because of it. So, are you ready to turn the tables? Let's dive in. 1. The attention economy. Understanding your worth. In today's hyper-connected world, attention is the most valuable commodity. Social media platforms, advertisers, and even your friends are all vying for your precious time and focus. So, why on earth would you give it away for free to someone who doesn't value it? Here's a hard truth. When someone ignores you, they're essentially saying your attention is worthless to them. But here's the kicker. It's not. Your attention is gold, and it's time you started treating it that way. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Begin by conducting a 24-hour attention audit. Track every person, app, and activity that gets your attention throughout the day. At the end of the day, ask yourself, did they earn it? If not, it's time to reallocate your attention to those who deserve it, including yourself. This practice aligns with the Stoic principle of valuing what is truly important and discarding distractions. Remember, your time and focus are limited resources. Use them wisely. Understanding the value of your attention is crucial in the modern age, where distractions are everywhere. Every notification, every advertisement, and every unnecessary conversation pulls you away from what truly matters. High-value men recognize this and make deliberate choices about where they invest their attention. By focusing on what is meaningful and ignoring the rest, you enhance your productivity and well-being. This approach not only boosts your personal growth, but also sets a powerful example for others, showcasing the true essence of what is Stoicism. Relating this to modern life, think about your daily routine. How much of your time is spent on activities that don't add value to your life? Perhaps you find yourself endlessly scrolling through social media or engaging in conversations that drain your energy. It's time to change that. By applying the Stoic mindset and conducting regular attention audits, you become more mindful of how you spend your time and who you spend it with. In practical terms, start by setting boundaries. Limit your exposure to activities and people that do not contribute positively to your life. Embrace the power of saying no and prioritize your goals and values. This doesn't mean isolating yourself, but rather being selective about where you direct your energy. As Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Additionally, cultivate habits that enhance your focus and productivity. Engage in activities that align with your passions and purpose. This could be pursuing a hobby, advancing your career, or investing time in relationships that uplift you. The key is to be intentional about your choices, ensuring that every moment is spent meaningfully. High-value men understand that their attention is a reflection of their self-esteem. By refusing to be ignored and reallocating their focus, they gain respect from others, and more importantly, from themselves. Are you ready to upgrade yourself to a better version of yourself? If you are determined, please comment below, "I become a better version," so we can motivate each other to become better every day. 2. The psychology of scarcity. Become a rare commodity. Have you ever noticed how people seem to crave what they can't easily have? This is the principle of scarcity at play. When something is perceived as rare, its desirability skyrockets. The same logic applies to your attention and presence. If you're always available, always the one reaching out, you become as common as everyday tap water. But if you make yourself less available, you transform into vintage wine, rare, valuable, and highly sought after. This is a key strategy for high-value men who embrace Stoic life lessons. To implement this effectively, start by adhering to the 48-hour rule. When someone has ignored you, wait at least 48 hours before responding to any non-urgent messages. This period of silence not only demonstrates your self-respect, but also reinforces your value. Next, cultivate an air of mystery about yourself. In an age where oversharing on social media is the norm, resist the urge to constantly update everyone about your life. Let people wonder what you're up to. This creates an intriguing aura around you that keeps others interested. Additionally, harness the power of FOMO, fear of missing out, by sharing glimpses of your exciting activities and achievements without revealing all the details. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about becoming unforgettable. Imagine a scenario where you're posting pictures of a recent adventure or a new hobby. Instead of detailing every moment, share just enough to pique curiosity and leave people wanting more. This subtle approach keeps your presence engaging and makes others eager to stay connected. A modern-day story that illustrates this principle involves a young professional named Alex. Alex used to be the guy who was always available, responding to messages instantly and sharing every detail of his life on social media. However, he noticed that people often took his presence for granted. Inspired by Stoic teachings, Alex decided to change his approach. He started to respond to messages with a deliberate delay and significantly reduced his social media activity, posting only highlights of his most exciting experiences. Over time, Alex became a topic of interest and intrigue among his peers. His colleagues and friends began to value his time and presence more, often reaching out to him eagerly and ensuring they didn't miss out on his company. This transformation didn't happen overnight, but it was profound. It underscored the power of scarcity in enhancing one's value. Alex's story begs the question, how can you create a similar impact in your own life? How can you balance being present and being rare to ensure that your presence is genuinely valued? By embodying these principles, you can elevate your personal and professional interactions. Remember, the goal is not to be distant, but to demonstrate your value through strategic availability. This method has its roots in Stoic happiness and is closely related to Stoicism today. It's about respecting yourself enough to ensure others respect you as well. The key lesson here is to manage your availability in a way that emphasizes your value. When you practice scarcity, you don't just become hard to get, you become hard to forget. This approach not only boosts your self-esteem, but it also improves how others perceive you, ultimately leading to more meaningful and respectful relationships. If you find this awesome, comment below, "I am a high-value man," to show your determination towards the best version of yourself. 3. The mirror technique. Reflect and redirect. Have you ever felt the sting of being ignored? It's a universal experience, but instead of letting it undermine your confidence, consider adopting a Stoic mindset to turn this negative situation into a powerful catalyst for growth. Let's delve into the mirror technique, a concept rooted in psychology, typically used to build rapport, but we're going to flip the script. Instead of mirroring to connect, you'll mirror to redirect your energy into self-improvement and nurturing other relationships. Imagine this: someone ignores you for a day. Rather than stewing in frustration, take that day to ignore your phone and focus on yourself. Head to the gym, immerse yourself in a new book, or engage in a hobby you've neglected. If the cold shoulder lasts a week, seize that time to kickstart a side hustle or pursue a passion project you've been putting off. This technique serves a dual purpose. It stops you from fixating on the negative feelings of being ignored and transforms that emotional void into an opportunity for positive growth. Picture this: you've been ignored, and instead of feeling down, You channel your efforts into areas that make you a better, more accomplished person. The beauty of this approach lies in its ability to shift your focus from what you can't control, others' actions, to what you can, your actions and reactions. This isn't just a surface-level distraction. It's a strategic move that aligns with Stoic principles, emphasizing the importance of inner resilience and self-mastery. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. By redirecting your energy, you're choosing to respond with strength and purpose rather than frustration and helplessness." Reflecting on why this technique is effective can provide further insight. When you're ignored, it's easy to fall into a spiral of self-doubt and overthinking. However, by actively deciding to focus on self-improvement, you're breaking that cycle. You're telling yourself that your value isn't determined by someone else's acknowledgement, but by your own actions and achievements. This shift in perspective is empowering and fosters a mindset of growth and resilience. Furthermore, this approach subtly communicates to the person ignoring you that your world doesn't revolve around their attention. It demonstrates that you value yourself and your time too much to waste it on someone who doesn't reciprocate. This can often lead to a change in their behavior as they realize that you're not dependent on their validation. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, wisely noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By choosing to redirect your focus towards self-betterment, you're elevating the quality of your thoughts and consequently your overall well-being. This proactive stance not only helps you grow, but also builds a strong Stoic mindset that is resilient in the face of adversity. If you find these insights helpful, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to explore the profound influence of Stoicism together. 4. The dopamine detox. Rewire your brain for success. Let's delve into the neurological aspect for a moment. Every time you check your phone, hoping for a message from someone who's ignoring you, you're trapped in a dopamine loop. The same mechanism that makes gambling so addictive. You're essentially playing emotional roulette with your well-being. It's time for a dopamine detox to break free from this cycle. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This principle applies profoundly to how we handle being ignored. Here's your 7-day plan to reset and reclaim your mental space. Day 1 and 2. Cut out social media entirely. These platforms are designed to exploit your brain's dopamine pathways, keeping you hooked on the constant need for validation and updates. By eliminating social media, you remove a significant source of unnecessary stress and distraction. Day 3 to 4. Avoid non-essential phone use. Only use your phone for necessary communications. This step helps you break the habit of constantly checking for messages or notifications, which can be a significant source of anxiety and self-doubt. Focus instead on engaging in activities that promote mindfulness and presence. Day 5 to 6. Eliminate TV and streaming services. These can serve as escapism and a distraction from dealing with your emotions and thoughts. Use this time to engage in productive activities that stimulate your brain in a healthy way, such as reading, writing, or working on a personal project. Day 7. Commit to a full digital detox. Disconnect from all digital devices for a day. This break allows your brain to reset fully and helps you rediscover the joy in non-digital activities like spending time outdoors, having face-to-face conversations, or simply enjoying some quiet reflection. During this week, focus on activities that promote natural, sustainable dopamine release. Exercise is a powerful way to boost your mood and energy levels while improving your physical health. Learning a new skill or hobby can provide a sense of accomplishment and purpose, fueling your motivation and confidence. Engage in deep conversations with friends who genuinely value your time and presence. These meaningful interactions will remind you of your worth and help you build stronger, more supportive relationships. By the end of the week, you'll notice a significant decrease in your need for validation from those who ignore you. You've literally rewired your brain to seek fulfillment from healthier, more rewarding sources. This process aligns perfectly with Stoic principles. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of external validation, you cultivate inner peace and resilience. Remember, high-value men understand that their self-worth isn't dictated by others' attention, but by their own actions and mindset. Embrace this Stoic life lesson, and you'll find that you no longer need to chase after those who fail to recognize your value. Instead, you'll attract and surround yourself with people who truly appreciate and respect you, making your journey towards personal growth and happiness more fulfilling and empowering. 5. The value proposition: become the prize. In relationships and life, never settle for being ignored. Instead, strive to become someone who naturally commands attention and respect. This is where the concept of a value proposition, often used in business, becomes invaluable. A value proposition is a promise of value to be delivered, and the primary reason a customer should choose your product or service. Now, think of yourself as the product. What's your personal value proposition? Why should someone choose to spend time with you over anyone else? If this question leaves you unsure, it's time for a deep dive into personal branding. Start by listing your top 5 qualities. Are you a great listener, a creative thinker, a reliable friend, or a humorous storyteller? Identify how these qualities benefit others. For instance, if you are a great listener, the benefit might be that people feel understood and valued in your presence. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." Once you've identified your key qualities, it's time to showcase them. Create opportunities where these qualities can shine. If humor is your strength, consider starting that comedy podcast you've been contemplating. If insight is your forte, begin writing thought-provoking social media posts or blogs. The objective is to shift the dynamic. Instead of you seeking attention, let your qualities attract attention naturally. This aligns with the Stoic mindset of focusing on what you can control, your actions, your qualities, your presentation, rather than the reactions of others. By consistently demonstrating your value, you become someone people are drawn to, someone they seek out rather than overlook. As you work on your personal value proposition, remember that this isn't about arrogance or superficial self-promotion. It's about genuinely understanding your worth and letting it shine through authentically. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, noted, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor." In this context, craving attention is a sign of undervaluing oneself. Instead, cultivate an abundance mindset where your focus is on sharing your unique qualities generously with the world. Moreover, high-value men understand the importance of patience and resilience. Building a strong personal brand takes time and effort. There will be moments when your efforts seem unnoticed, but this is where the Stoic principle of perseverance comes into play. Epictetus, a Stoic teacher, wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you encounter indifference or lack of recognition, view it as a test of your commitment to self-improvement rather than a reflection of your worth. Keep refining your skills, keep adding value, and trust that recognition will follow in due time. Engaging with this process also involves a degree of introspection and self-awareness. Ask yourself, what are the qualities I admire in others, and how can I cultivate them in myself? How can I turn my perceived weaknesses into strengths? This self-analysis is not a one-time activity, but a continuous journey. Your personal brand will evolve as you grow and learn, so be open to feedback and willing to adapt. Furthermore, being a high-value individual doesn't mean being perfect. It's about being authentic, consistent, and intentional. People are drawn to those who are genuine and reliable. Aristotle famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Make excellence a habit in your interactions, in your work, in your self-presentation. By doing so, you create a compelling personal brand that naturally attracts respect and attention. 6. The abundance mindset. Expand your circle. Feeling ignored can be incredibly painful, making you question your worth and place in the world. However, there's a powerful Stoic approach to overcoming this feeling, adopting an abundance mindset. Instead of focusing on the person ignoring you, diversify your emotional investments. For the next 30 days, I challenge you to meet one new person each day. This could be a brief conversation with a barista, joining a new online community, or even reconnecting with an old friend. This exercise serves several crucial purposes. First, it reminds you that there are over 7 billion people on this planet, and the one ignoring you is merely a single drop in the vast ocean of potential connections. Second, it expands your network, creating more opportunities for meaningful relationships and interactions. Third, it builds your social confidence, making you more attractive and engaging to everyone you encounter, including the person who was ignoring you. The objective here isn't to replace anyone, but to remind yourself of your intrinsic value and the abundant connections available to you. Consider this story. John, a high-value man deeply rooted in Stoicism, found himself ignored by a close friend. Initially, it hurt, and he felt isolated, but instead of dwelling on the rejection, John decided to embrace an abundance mindset. He committed to meeting new people daily, starting with small conversations at his local coffee shop and joining a few online forums related to his interests. Over time, John not only expanded his social circle, but also rediscovered his own worth. He became more confident and happier, realizing that Stoic happiness isn't tied to one person, but rather to the richness of his experiences and connections. What about you? How can you start expanding your circle today? Can you see how meeting new people daily can shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance? Engaging with different individuals can provide fresh insights, new opportunities, and a reinforced sense of self-worth. It's a journey of realizing that your value isn't diminished by one person's disregard, but is instead highlighted by the multitude of connections you can form. Comment, "I agree," if you resonate with this perspective, or "I don't think so," if you have a different opinion. 7. The feedback loop. Turn rejection into reflection. Feeling ignored can sting, but it's a powerful form of feedback that can be incredibly enlightening if approached with the right mindset. As a high-value man embracing Stoic life lessons, viewing this discomfort as a chance for introspection rather than despair is essential. Reflect on your interactions and relationships. Do you notice recurring patterns? Are you drawn to those who are emotionally distant? Do you come on too strong or too soon? Are you sacrificing your own needs to accommodate others? This self-examination is not about self-blame, but about recognizing areas where you can grow. For instance, enhancing your self-confidence, establishing firmer boundaries, or being more mindful of your needs could be crucial steps. Seneca once said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Use the experience of being ignored as a catalyst for positive change, transforming rejection into a moment for self-improvement. A practical exercise is writing a letter to the person who ignored you, not to send, but to read back to yourself. This act often reveals the things we most need to tell ourselves. In doing so, you turn what feels like a personal slight into an opportunity for personal growth, exemplifying the Stoic principles of resilience and continuous self-improvement. If you find these insights helpful, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to explore the profound influence of Stoicism together. 8. The Phoenix Protocol. Rise from the ashes. In mythology, the phoenix is known for burning to ashes, only to rise again, stronger and more magnificent than before. It's time for your phoenix moment. When you're ignored, it can feel like a social death, but instead of letting it diminish you, use it as a catalyst for profound transformation. Let the old you, the one who accepted being ignored and chased unworthy attention, burn away. From these ashes, construct a new identity. This transformation is more than just a mindset shift. It's a complete overhaul that embodies Stoic happiness and the principles of Stoicism today. Start with your appearance. If you've been contemplating a new haircut or updating your wardrobe, now is the time to act. This outward change will serve as a visual representation of your internal growth. Next, focus on skills. Is there something you've always wanted to learn? Whether it's mastering a new language, picking up a musical instrument, or developing a new hobby, dedicating time to learning will boost your confidence and redirect your energy towards self-improvement. Your environment plays a crucial role in your transformation. Rearrange your living space to reflect the new you. Change your routine to break free from the patterns that kept you stagnant. This physical shift can foster a mental and emotional shift, helping you see the world from a new perspective. Relationships are equally important in this process. Re-evaluate every relationship in your life. Are they helping you rise or keeping you in the ashes? Surround yourself with people who uplift and support your growth. Document this journey of transformation. Take before and after photos, journal your progress, and create a tangible record of your rise. The beauty of this protocol lies in the fact that by the time you've completed your transformation, being ignored will be the furthest thing from your mind. You'll be too focused on your incredible growth and the new opportunities that come your way to worry about those who couldn't see your worth before. Imagine a man named John who felt overlooked and undervalued at his job. Instead of succumbing to this feeling, he decided to embark on his own Phoenix journey. John started with small changes, getting a new haircut and revamping his wardrobe. He then enrolled in an evening course to learn Spanish, something he had always wanted to do. He rearranged his apartment to create a more inspiring and organized living space. Most importantly, he took a hard look at his relationships, distancing himself from those who drained his energy and nurturing connections with those who inspired and supported him. As John documented his progress, he found himself more confident and fulfilled. His colleagues began to notice his newfound energy and enthusiasm, and opportunities that once seemed out of reach started coming his way. John's transformation wasn't just about proving others wrong. It was about rediscovering his own worth and potential. Now reflect on your own life. How can you rise from your ashes? What changes can you make to transform into the best version of yourself? Remember, the journey of a high-value man is marked by continuous growth and resilience. Embrace the Phoenix Protocol and let your transformation be a testament to the power of Stoic happiness and Stoicism today. By focusing on your own growth and well-being, you'll naturally attract the respect and recognition you deserve. So, are you ready to rise? If you like the video, leave your comment. You don't know what to comment? Comment, "I dare," so I know you made it to the end. We've covered a lot of ground, from understanding the value of your attention to completely reinventing yourself. But all of these strategies share one common thread: redirection. When you're ignored, your instinct is to focus all your energy on the person ignoring you. But that's like trying to grow a plant by staring at it. Growth happens when you redirect that energy to self-improvement, to other relationships, to personal passions. Remember, being ignored is not a verdict on your worth. It's an invitation to redirect your incredible potential where it's truly valued. And as you do, you'll find that you're no longer the one worrying about being ignored. You're the one person who can't be ignored. So, the next time someone leaves you to read, don't double text, don't stress. Instead, smile, because you know that while they're busy ignoring you, you're busy becoming unforgettable. Your journey to becoming irresistible starts now. Are you ready to never accept being ignored again? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Win Stoic.